Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sean of Math Tutoring here with another math challenge, which reads as follows. C times D equals 10, D times E equals 20, C times E equals 30. What is C plus D plus E? So really, what all we have here is a system of three equations, and we can use two of them, manipulate them so that we can have one variable in the third equation, and then finally we can go backwards and solve for the other two. We solve for that first variable, then we solve for the other two variables afterwards. All right, so if CD, for example, equals 10, I'm going to solve for D. D should be equal to 10 over C. Now let's solve CE equals 30 for E. So if CE equals 30, solving for E, then E is equal to 30 over C. Now we can take D equals 10 over C, E equals 30 over C, and plug those into this equation, and find C. So DE is equal to, if DE equals 20, now let's sub in for D and E. D is 10 over C, E is 30 over C. It's equals 20. So let's multiply 300 over C squared equals 20. By cross multiplication, we can see that C squared equals 300 over 20, which is C squared equals 15. Take the square root, and because we're taking the square root, the answer is going to be plus or minus the square root of 15. Okay. Now let's use this here to find D. So if D is equal to 10 over C, then D is equal to 10 over. Now I'm only going to use the positive version of this, but we know it's plus or minus. 10 over the square root of 15, multiply the top and the bottom by square root of 15 so we can get rid of that radical. So then D becomes 10 root 15 over 15. Simplified, D equals plus or minus 2/3 square root of 15. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually um, circle some of these solutions, but these aren't these solutions. These are just mini solutions, so to speak. All right, and then finally, if E equals 30 over C, then E equals 30 over square root of 15. Again, just using the positive version, just for the sake of space and time. Multiplied by square root of 15 in the top and bottom. So E equals 30 root 15 over 15, or in other words, E equals plus or minus 2 square root of 15. Okay. Now we're going to add these. So I'm going to add the positive versions of each of these. Okay. So you have C. So this equation is square root of 15 plus D is 2/3 square root of 15, and then E is 2 square root of 15. So basically, all we do here is, square root of 15 is kind of like a variable in the sense you treat it that way. So this is, we have to add 1 and 2/3 the coefficients and 2. So that's 3 over 3 plus 2 is 5 over 3 plus 6. So this equals plus or minus 11 over 3 square root of 15. That's the final answer. But let's note this too. Technically, if C can be plus or minus, D can be plus or minus, E can be plus or minus, you could have like different variations of that solution, if that makes sense. Like this one could be plus, this could be minus, this could be minus. You see what I'm saying? But just for the sake of just simplicity, we'll say that these are our answers here. Okay. All right. Let me know if you got either of these solutions. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share too. And also have a good day. Hey, thank you for watching this video. If you need math tutoring or you need SAT math help, look in the description to find out how you can sign up today. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you stay in touch with Math Swap Tutoring on YouTube. Have a good one.